This train or you seen running here, I will explain that later down into the video. Okay, as you already know, this is the Workers' Rights channel. My name is Renison Jeffrey. And now the other day when we was talking about the school children and the solutions to the school children is to climatize them, break them in gradually back into the system so they could understand. I would have spoken about some logical fallacies that certain people contacted me on my phone concerning. Now, the first one, argumentum ad antiquitatem, is a fallacy meaning appeal to tradition. Now, when you appeal to tradition, is when you're trying to win an argument on the basis that this is what we would have done in the past and this is the best solution because we have done this in the past. Take for example, back into the days to cook a meal, a caveman would have used the tree stone, as we does know, and wood to cook a meal outside. Now that was a solution back then to cook the meal. Now today we are stove, we are oven, we are cracker, we are all kind of thing. So the solution back then, what would have been the solution was to cook a meal is not the present day solution. We could do it but we'll be going back into time. And now, number 2, the fallacy of the single cause. Now is something in which is a phenomenon in which we observe in the public domain. Now this phenomenon takes place when we're trying to attribute a cause to a single event. Take for example, if you ask somebody how you just make juice, like I like juice too. But coming back to the story, if you tell somebody that you like to make juice, where's the component? You ain't gonna say water, or you ain't gonna say sugar, or you ain't gonna say the additive. It's all of them. So here what does take place in our society, we just tend to attribute something to the single cause, which is wrong. When we say the children bad, or the thing, that is the fallacy of the single cause explained within a simplistic order. Sometimes a lot of things cause something to happen, but what the human mind does do, it so want to see this pattern that we just attribute everything to the single cause. 3. Antisocial behavior. Antisocial behavior is when you observe a child. They're not social, they're antisocial. Some of us just get tired and call them introvert. Being introverted and being extroverted is something that act in unison. Say for example, we are all introverted and extroverted human beings. It's just that one is more prevalent. Now, if you're seeing somebody do not have extroverted behavior, that is where we just stick them into what we call antisocial behavior. You will see all the children playing and them just on one side. Now, this antisocial behavior is what we could predict from a very young age. We tell that this person, there's something wrong. Something wrong with this person. So being introverted and extroverted is something totally different from being antisocial. You see how they might react to certain things that they're antisocial, they want to play, they want to stick up. And trust me, this is something that we can detect at an early age and we can take precautionary measures for that. Now last but not least, let me explain this train. This train that passes. Now, there is something called the runaway train act. Now I just be seeing this used by a lot of politicians, media house. Let me explain to you. The runaway train act. Now, at that time I was arguing and a debate team that if the speed limit lower to 60 kilometers, it will reduce accident on the road. Yes. But here how these fanatics and them just do. Here where the runaway train does start. But If we reduce it to 50, we go get another decrease of accident. What about we reduce it to 30? What about we reduce it to 20? What about we reduce it to 10? And then it could reach right down to 0, because the argument became a runaway train. Now, if we are called to discuss a particular point, you see them carried beyond the point. So we call it a runaway train argument. Now, it has ended up committing another fallacy. This is the bonus, which we call the fallacy of the beard. We call it the fallacy of the beard. The fallacy of the beard is the distinction that we just try to make, that we don't know when this becomes a beard or when it doesn't become a beard. Meaning that they are going on. It have a clear distinction between a pastor and a devil. It have a clear distinction. But when we start to say we do not know where the distinction is, by saying, having one side here, there is a beard. Or having two sides here, it has to have a distinction between the two. So tune in. This is the Workers' Rights channel, and here is where you will get the best content. So like, share, subscribe.